You are tuned to the Indraprastha channel of Akashvani. We now bring you a talk, Uniqueness of Indian Constitution, and the talker is Pankaj Fanase, Research Scholar, International Studies, Jawahar Lal Nehru University.
Namaskar. It is an honor to speak about the uniqueness of Indian Constitution, a document that has been the cornerstone of our democracy since 1950. It is often said that at 70, only constitutions, tortoises and whales are still considered young. Yet, our constitution stands apart not just for its age, but for the vibrancy and resilience it has exhibited over decades. After the Second World War, a wave of freedom swept across the globe. Colonized nations sought sovereignty and self-determination, marking the latter half of 20th century as a transformative period in human history. Amidst this era of change, India emerged as a unique success story. While many nations grappled with political instability, military coups, or authoritarian regimes, India's democracy thrived throughout. What sets India apart is the comprehensive and visionary perspective embedded in Constitution, a framework crafted by visionary minds who foresaw the challenge of governing a diverse and complex nation. Today, I wish to reflect on four parameters that encapsulates the uniqueness of Indian Constitution: visionary principles, inclusivity, adaptability, and institutional framework. While talking about the visionary principles, our Constitution is not merely a legal document. It is a philosophical guide. The preamble itself is a testament to its visionary ethos, promising justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These principles were not abstract ideals. They were the bedrock of post-colonial society, aspiring for unity in diversity. For instance, the abolition of untouchability through Article 17 or the universal adult franchise enshrined in Article 326. At a time when even established democracies like United States struggled with racial segregation and gender disparities, India boldly asserted equality for all its citizens. This vision was radical and transformative, a promise that India would not merely inherit democracy but reimagine it to suit its unique circumstances. Moreover, while healing from the scar of colonialism and partition, the constitution makers seek for the nation based on internationalism and secularism. The Indian Constitution's grand vision remained unshaken by those unfortunate memories, transforming them into the guiding principles rather than reactive measures. Inclusivity is the soul of Indian Constitution. Crafted to govern a nation as diverse as India, it ensures representation and equity for all. While even today, it is difficult to build consensus among society on policy making due to vast diversity, Constitution has become a single meeting point of all interests. The greatness of Indian Constitution lies in its ability to accommodate and celebrate India's unparalleled diversity. With over 1.4 billion people, more than 2,000 distinct ethnic groups, and 22 officially recognized languages, governing such a multifaceted society is no small feat. Fundamental rights, particularly Article 15, prohibit discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, while Article 29 and 30 safeguards the cultural and educational rights of minorities. But inclusivity goes beyond legal provisions. The debates of Constituent Assembly reflect an India determined to uphold the dignity of its most marginalized. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, for instance, emphasized the need for social and economic democracy. The Constitution's commitment to social justice through provisions like reservation policy and the directive principles of state policy undergoes its progressive vision. While talking about adaptability, critics often point out that Indian Constitution has been amended over 100 times in just 7 decades, compared to 27 amendments in the US Constitution over nearly 250 years. However, this adaptability is not a flaw, it's a strength. As a living document, the Indian Constitution evolves to address new challenges and realities. Consider the 73rd and 74th Amendments, which brought governance closer to the people by empowering Panchayati Raj institutions and urban local bodies. Or the 86th Amendment, which made education a fundamental right under Article 21A. These changes reflect the Constitution's ability to stay relevant without compromising its core principles. The way it allowed judiciary to embrace due process of law in Maneka Gandhi case was just commendable. Much like a living being that learns new skills to navigate a changing environment, the Constitution's adaptability ensures that its essence remains intact while meeting the demands of modern society. The Constitution provides a robust institutional framework that balances power among the legislature, executive, and judiciary. This separation of powers ensures that no organ of the state becomes supreme. For instance, Article 50 emphasizes the independence of the judiciary, while judicial review acts as a check on legislative and executive actions. One of the most fascinating aspects of this framework is its ability to give space to all ideologies. Governments of varied political leanings, from socialists to neoliberals, have found a way to function within the constitutional structure. Yet, this system never compromises on fundamental values. It ensures continuity and stability while allowing change. Of course, no document is without flaws. Critics have pointed that the Constitution has often been amended for political expediency, raising concerns about its sanctity. During the Constituent Assembly debate, one member asked why India needed such a detailed constitution. Dr. Ambedkar eerily responded, "We are entering a life of contradictions. We have a constitution that guarantees equality, but a society steeped in inequality. A detailed constitution is our best safeguard against misuse of power." Another interesting fact is that our constitution, often criticized for being too lengthy, draws from over 60 sources, including the US Bill of Rights, the British parliamentary system, and even the Irish Directive Principles. This eclecticism is a testament to framers' intellectual rigor and their determination to create a document uniquely suited to India. As we look towards the future, the relevance of constitutions remains undeniable. In an era marked by rapid technological advancements, climate change, and global interconnectivity, the Constitution must continue to adapt. The increasing social media disturbance in society, debates around growing inequality, and the demands for greater decentralization are all issues that can find solutions within its framework. The Indian Constitution has proven itself not just unique but indispensable during India's post-independence journey. It is a living testament to the aspirations of a billion people and guiding light for future generations. As we celebrate the Constitution's uniqueness, let us also reflect on our responsibility to uphold its values. The Constitution is not just framework for governance. It is a mirror that reflects the soul of India. Let us cherish it, protect it, and strive to realize its vision for justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity.
You just heard a talk entitled Uniqueness of Indian Constitution, and the talker was Pankaj Fanase, Research Scholar, International Studies, Jawahar Lal Nehru University. This talk came to you on the Indraprastha channel of Akashvani.